Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a Wednesday edition of Bowling Cafe, where we are on the road again. Is it Willie Nelson said on the road again? Is that Willie Nelson?
It is.
Is that Willie
Nelson?
It was. So Willie Nelson. So on the road again. We didn't go too far as we're still here in beautiful Lancaster, Kentucky. As today we're at the Garrard County Homeless Shelter, and we're excited.
Let me cover up my tooth.
Get that.
Monday, folks. Monday.
That's all right.
We get things taken care of.
It happens. It happens. But we're in beautiful Lancaster, Kentucky, as we always like to stay around here. And this is a place, Jeff, I've been hearing a lot about, and today's the first time I got to see it, and it's gorgeous. And so we're going to talk a lot about the homeless coalition and the homeless shelter and all that stuff, but we've got to start just for a second. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. Is your team has actually made the NCAA?
Oh, let's not go there.
I know.
Stop it.
Normally at the end of the season for Louisville, the ACC tournament comes and you guys are done for the year. But
waiting for our CBI bid. But
I will tell you, you got messed over. And I am, again, I'm a Kentucky fan.
Do you mean that, or is that just brotherly love?
I really mean that, because, you look at your all's metrics and you look at what you all did. First and foremost, I want Louisville to always – I'm never going to pull for Louisville because –
that's fine.
I really like Pat Kelsey. He's legitimate a good dude.
Yeah.
And, and I – unfortunately, like the Louisville team, I found myself, and I hate it. It makes me feel bad. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but I really like this Louisville team.
We can, let's play the game. Let's go. Let's try to beat Creighton, and then
that's right.
Nothing would give Louisville fans greater pleasure than to knock off Auburn of the SEC. And while it's a long shot, you never know. They haven't played well lately, so yes, we're glad to be in the tournament.
Sure.
And we're going to be right over here down the road in Rupp Arena. That's kind of cool. So we'll see what happens.
So one of the things is I really like how Mark Pope and Pat Kelsey both are just like real people. So I listened to Kelsey the other day on one of his interviews, and they said something to him, and he was like, he's like, I'm disappointed. I think we got messed over, as opposed to saying, well, it's just the next game and whatever. He was real about it.
He's a fun guy. He's
dude.
What the program needed, so we're excited about it. So let's play some basketball. I'm ready to go.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Tomorrow,
I think tomorrow and Friday is the most unproductive work days in America.
They are.
I think.
Remember how your computer used to have, if you watched it had the boss button? Do you remember you hit a button and it would put up some kind of graphs and charts like you were working on something?
Oh, yeah.
I think there'll be a lot lot of that tomorrow. So let's go. I'm ready.
Totally
I'm ready to go.
That. We're going to go ahead and take our first break. We come back, we're going to dive right in. We're going to talk to Miss Stephanie Putnam, as she is going to tell you her affiliation with the homeless shelter here. But we're excited to be at the Garrard County Homeless Shelter for the Bowling Cafe. And man, you guys hang in here and tune in, as we're going to give you all kinds of great stuff. We'll be right back. This is the Bowling Cafe live from the Garrard County Homeless Shelter.
Bob Allen is Danville's Dealmaker. Save more on Bob Allen's winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Shop on lot or online at boballenmotormall.com. Bob Allen is a proud supporter of Garrard County Athletics.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Students, get ready now. The Garrard County Area Technology Center nursing program engages students and offers an accelerated path to a nursing career. Fast track to a great future by gaining hands-on experience and training. Ready? Why wait? Make tomorrow today at the Garrard County Area Technology Center.
Safe, secure, DocuBit. Introducing DataBot, a precision digital destruction tool that protects your confidentiality and allows for sustainable device recycling. Secure document.
Great people.
Great job.
Come be part of our exciting future.
Come taste for yourself or shop online. See our story at marksberryfarm.com.
At Farmers National Bank, we understand the unique needs of our community, whether personal banking, business banking, or agriculture. We're here with you every step of the way, enhancing lives and empowering communities. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank.
Danville Office Equipment is proud to be the area's premier partner in providing office solutions and supplies. From businesses, schools, to home offices, we take pride in helping our neighbors be more productive. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
The Garrett County Chamber of Commerce, where business meets community. Business and community members alike can get involved, stay informed, and take advantage of helpful insights. Supporting local means a healthier community. Sound good? Then the Garrett County Chamber of Commerce is for you.
Founded by Kentuckians for Kentuckians, Whitaker Bank is a uniquely Kentucky bank committed to the communities it serves. You'll find personalized service, a dedication to excellence, and a genuine desire to help you achieve your financial goals. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Like a good neighbor, Katie Farthing and her State Farm team are there, protecting your home.
Actually, we're pretty good at it.
Now's the perfect time to call and make sure you...
But here's your Pastor Wendell statement. Your prayer life is a transcript of your prophetic future. What you're praying today is written down on what you will see tomorrow. Don't stop praying. Amen.
Rockin' and Rollin' Radio. WMSM.
Welcome back, folks, as it is a Wednesday edition of the Bowling Cafe. We want to welcome you guys into the Garrett County Homeless Shelter. We also want to thank all of our great sponsors, Allison Abrasives, Lee's Famous Recipe, Double D's Beer Cheese, and all the folks that you get to see that are on our
Three
commercials.
City Heat and Air.
Three City Heat. And speaking of which, I had to go and call my man John Ellman at Three City Heating and Air. He came out and took good care of me. I mean, I shot him a text, and he knows that he knows that my IQ with heating and air is at an all-time low.
And most of us know your comfort level has to be just right.
It does.
to make you at your best.
I have to have it just right.
So, you can't be good at everything.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't. Yeah. And there's a lot of things I'm not. So I'm saving up. But I'm sitting here with my pal, Stephanie Putnam. Now, Stephanie, she only has one head, but she's got 14 hats that she puts on her head. Mm-hmm. And so today we're taking off the Chamber of Commerce hat, and we're going to talk a little bit more of that. But we're putting on the Homeless Coalition's board of directors. Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
As she is one of the directors here at the Homeless Coalition. We're going to talk about it. And so, Stephanie, folks that may not know about this place, I'm sure if you've drove through Lancaster, you've drove by this place and possibly didn't even know you drove by it, right? So it's across from 5 Star, next to the dollar store, kind of down in a little depression where you don't exactly know it's here if you don't know what you're looking for. So tell folks what goes on down here. What's this all about?
It is the perfect location for this shelter.
It really is.
It
really is. I agree with that.
You come down the drive, and it is peaceful, and we are doing good work here. So,
I love it.
Yes, I don't even know where to start. The shelter officially opened in November, and there's been kind of a variety of people coming in. So there are people who were in Garrett County, from Garrett County, didn't have a home, came in. The volunteers here are working with people on an individual level to work to get driver's license, to get their social security cards, to get vision screening, dental appointments, you name it. The volunteers are taking care of these people. They're meeting them where they're at and working on getting them towards permanency.
Right.
We're partnering with the Kentucky Housing Corporation, Bluegrass Community Action. There's been a handful of local businesses who have really stepped up to get people jobs.
I love that.
So
yeah,
there's 8 people staying right now. I'd say most of them are working.
What is capacity?
This is a 12-person shelter.
Okay.
If there were an emergency, there's extra beds that we could pull out. So there were a few times this winter where the shelter acted as emergency shelter.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't ever come to that where we were having to get mattresses out, but it was an option.
Yeah. Well, and that's the great thing. There was, I in my new position, I do a lot of home visits, and so I do a lot of talking, and I never knew the kind of the homeless epidemic that we have.
Yeah.
I just never knew that. It was not something that I was aware of. And once we got to discussing it and it was brought to our attention and started, man, what a need. You know, what a need. And what a great opportunity to have this here in Lancaster, Kentucky.
And what a beautiful facility. I mean, I'm
gorgeous.
panning around. You guys get a kind of
gorgeous.
just a small sense of the facility here and the gathering area for people to sit and spend some time. And, I mean, it's just really, really, really well done.
Yeah. I mean, it is. So you guys have been open since when again?
November.
And it's a 7-day-a-week deal.
Yes, there's somebody staffed. Well, I say staffed, volunteering.
Right.
Volunteering 24/7. It takes a village or a community to keep this place going.
Sure.
And we have been blessed to have some great people. God brings these people in, and it's amazing that the skill set that everybody has that just forms this perfect circle to keep all functions running here.
Oh, yeah. Well, and again, it's one of the deals that you're right. It's a blessing that you have volunteers that are able to step up, because it is a tough gig.
Yeah.
So let's say that there's somebody watching today or they're talking to us and we're chit-chatting with them and they say, we want to volunteer. How would they go about volunteering or getting to that point to volunteer?
Yeah. So all of our volunteers go through a background check, and they would just need to call the shelter or stop by and get the ball rolling on that. There's about 75 coalition members, so anybody can join the coalition. Anybody can come to the meetings. We meet the first Thursday of every month, and then we have a board of directors, and every 2 years people come on and off. So if anybody's interested in getting involved in that way. But yes, if you want to volunteer, we have people that work the overnight shift. We have people that come and organize the pantry or cook meals or help transport people to get driver's license or get to work. Just lots of things going on.
Oh, yeah. And so talk a little bit about the Gibsons. Just, I mean, and their vision and what they, Miss Lynn, and what they've done just to kind of push this forward.
Sure. So it would have been a few years ago, Rhonda and Lynn kept encountering people that didn't have homes. And it happened so often that finally, I think Lynn says the light bulb went off.
Right.
And he said, okay, God, we'll do something about this. And this was in Garrard County. So he was encountering people that didn't have homes in our community, and he wanted to do something about it. So him and Rhonda kind of had the vision and formed the board, just one person after another, and it all, just watching it all come together, even getting this piece of land. This land was donated. There's been one blessing after another. Lynn would describe it. I wish you could hear him talk about it, because he, he would say, well, we need to get the ceiling tiles up. And the phone would ring and say, hey, we got some volunteers. Do you need us to do anything? Yeah, actually, we need ceiling tiles up. So it's been neat to watch it come together.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And again, we're going to talk a little bit more about this. We're going to go ahead and take one more break, and we come back. We'll have Miss Stephanie Putnam continuing to talk to us here at the Garrard Homeless Shelter here in beautiful Lancaster, Kentucky. This is the Bowling Cafe. We'll be right back.
Bob Allen is Danville's deal maker. Save more on Bob Allen's winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Shop on lot or online at boballenmotormall.com. Bob Allen is a proud supporter of Garrard County Athletics.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Students, get ready now. The Garrard County Area Technology Center nursing program engages students and offers an accelerated path to a nursing career. Fast track to a great future by gaining hands-on experience and training. Ready? Why wait? Make tomorrow today at the Garrard County Area Technology Center.
Safe, secure, DocuBit. Introducing DataBot, a precision digital destruction tool that protects your confidentiality and allows for sustainable device recycling. Secure document and digital destruction by the area's premier data protection service. Call DocuBit.
Hey, I'm Micah Wade. I'm a lender at First Southern National Bank in Lancaster. I'm excited to serve the Garrard County community. Good luck to all of our athletes this season. Go Lions.
Sutton Pharmacy. Friendly service from people you know. Generations of serving our community. Immune or Sutton.
Or agriculture. We're here with you every step of the way, enhancing lives and empowering communities. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank.
Danville Office Equipment is proud to be the area's premier partner in providing office solutions and supplies. From businesses, schools, to home offices, we take pride in helping our neighbors be more productive. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
The Garrett County Chamber of Commerce, where business meets community. Business and community members alike can get involved, stay informed, and take advantage of helpful insights. Supporting local means a healthier community. Sound good? Then the Garrett County Chamber of Commerce is for you.
Founded by Kentuckians for Kentuckians, Whitaker Bank is a uniquely Kentucky bank committed to the communities it serves. You'll find personalized service, a dedication to excellence, and a genuine desire to help you achieve your financial goals. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Like a good neighbor, Katie Farthing and her State Farm team are there, protecting your home, car, life, and business.
Actually, we're pretty good at it.
Now's the perfect time to call and make sure you're getting the coverage and price you deserve at Katie Farthing State Farm.
But here's your Pastor Wendell statement. Your prayer life is a transcript of your prophetic future. What you're praying today is written down on what you will see tomorrow. Don't stop praying. Amen.
Rockin' and Rollin' Radio. WMSM.
She's fine. And welcome back, folks. Bowling Cafe live from the Garrett County Homeless Shelter with Stephanie Putnam, Scott Boland sitting here talking to you. And Stephanie, we've got the big man on campus with us. You have finally got Mr. Lynn in here as Lynn Gibson is set down here beside of us. And Lynn, Stephanie and I have been sitting here talking, and you've had the opportunity to hear us ramble a little bit. But how awesome of a blessing is it to sit back and just to be able to see the opportunities that's created for the folks in Garrett County.
You know, God blesses us every day here.
Absolutely.
He's provided what we've needed to get this done,
yeah.
And it's just been one awesome miracle after another.
Yeah.
That's the only way I could describe it.
And we've been talking about it, during the break. But one of the things that it's important people know is you got to be a Garrett County citizen.
Yes, sir.
To be here.
Yeah, we provide 2 different stays. We provide a 3-day emergency kind of stay.
Uh-huh.
We extend that to, different groups. We've had people that've been involved in a car accident.
Right.
There's no hotels in Garrett County.
Right.
So if you don't have transportation, we've filled that need before. We also had people we had a truck driver broke down here and had nowhere to stay. So he spent about a week and a half with us until he could get back to. He's from Detroit, actually.
Oh, mercy!
But,
well, he's going to feel like he's in heaven. You know?
He would have stayed longer if he'd have.
Yeah, I bet it. And so Stephanie said most of the time capacity is 12. You have the ability to do some emergency stuff, but what's been kind of your constant number that you normally see?
It lingers around 8 most of the time. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's a pretty solid number. We've had as many as 11 in one night, but generally 8 seems to be the standard.
So when you guys were in the process of kind of putting this vision together, has it kind of been more than you even expected as far as or is this kind of what you?
Well, we didn't really know. We heard from a lot of people that Garrett County didn't have any homeless people, and according to the K count, which is done by HUD each year, they do not have, because no one ever done a count before.
Yeah.
We participated in the K count this year, and we had 8. We knew the number was much higher, but the rules for the K count is you have to observe that person and speak with them that particular night in the middle of the night. in January.
So. Oh, wow. In January?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, and Stephanie, you may have heard us talking about it earlier. We were talking about it, and I had people tell me through law enforcement about the type of that the county had a lot of folks, and I never really noticed it until I started paying attention. And it's sort of like what it talks about biblically is there are folks out there that you have, it's your responsibility to go out and help folks, and until you open your eyes and see the need, a lot of times you don't see that.
Yeah, that's our goal here, is just to do what Jesus tells us we should do as Christians, and that's just love our fellow man, and whatever they need, just reach out.
And so you started with your board, and you've got great folks like Stephanie that's on there. What is kind of the what are some of the challenges that you all have as a board, and you guys as kind of the entrepreneurs are starting it up type deal?
Of course, funding is always a challenge, but as far as our board, we had the right people at the right time. I mean, where could you find someone like Stephanie?
Listen, I can vouch. I can vouch for that 100%.
She's also a vice president. She didn't tell you that. So if I drop over dead, she's in charge.
Well, we don't want that to happen. Not that she couldn't do her job by any means, but we definitely don't want that to happen. So Ms. Stephanie was talking a little bit about some folks. If obviously you guys are staffed with some volunteers, and that folks could contact the building or maybe contact you personally if they want to start the process of being a volunteer.
You can also volunteer online at our website at GCHCKY.com. There's
GCHCKY.com.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
There's a link there. They can fill out a volunteer form, and we'll get back with them.
Hey, well, and I know you were saying this a bit ago, but all the phone calls you get every day.
We do. We get many phone calls from surrounding areas. One problem is there's only just a few shelters in this whole area.
Right.
I got a call from Madison County the other day that their shelter is actually shutting down, maybe just for the season. Some shelters are seasonal depending on the weather, and I think that might be the case. There, but there's much more of a need than we have shelter space.
Yeah.
And that's why we restrict it to Garrett County only folks.
So how long, folks that were able to come here and stay, is there like what's kind of the length of that you can stay? Is there a certain time?
Yeah, Lynn mentioned the 3-day, so that's the emergency. But for local people who are needing something longer term, it's set at 90 days.
Right.
And we're trying within that time to get those people the resources they need to find permanency. It's going pretty well. I think housing is a problem in our country. So we had the Kentucky Housing Association. They came to our last board meeting.
Well, that's great.
They told us that every 2 years they open the window for people to apply for Section 8 housing. So every 2 years,
there you go.
People have a window to get on a waiting list. So
that's tough.
It is tough. So we have these people here who don't have homes, and there's not many homes available. We're working on getting them employment. Oh, we didn't say this. This is huge, though. Everybody who's working is putting in 40% of their paycheck. Is that right? 40%? Yes. Into a savings account. So the shelter is saving 40% of each paycheck. And when they're,
which is great.
Yeah, it is great. When they're ready to go out, they'll have that down payment or deposit, whatever's needed.
And you did mention that there are some local businesses that are stepping up and helping them get jobs and helping provide, a job for them while they, to give them a hand up, right? Yeah. And one of the things that I always enjoy is this isn't a handout to people; it's a hand up.
Right.
It's a hand up that you're helping folks. You're not handing them out just because you're giving them somebody that's in a tough spot and found themselves in a tough spot, don't want to be there. But they're in a spot that they just need a hand up, and that's one of the great things you guys are doing.
It's also hope.
Right.
So
that's right.
One of the things that I hear Lynn and Rhonda talk about is people come in, and you can see in their eyes they've almost given up.
Yeah.
They've been sleeping on the streets, and they come in here, and people show them love and treat them like a person.
That's right.
And then after they get settled in, then we go, okay, let's get going. Let's figure out where you're headed in life. There's devotionals done every morning.
I love it.
Just so many good things going on. I say it all the time. There's free coffee.
The best. Hey, listen, this coffee. I'm pretty much a coffee nerd. I like coffee.
Until we get a coffee shop in town, I will continue to say, stop by the shelter, get a cup of coffee, sit down, talk with people.
Yeah.
It is a peaceful place.
Sure.
I enjoy coming and sitting and being and talking to the residents. These are real people.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, these aren't, people who, I don't know how I'm going to finish that sentence, but these are real people. Just like you or I, maybe they lost their job.
Right.
There's a mom and a son here who fell into some tough times, and he's 3, and he's bringing joy to the shelter.
I bet.
Yeah, running around here. And they're working on getting a place to live, and this shelter is here to help them. Where would they be without that? I don't know.
That's right. Well, and I have to give him a hard time. It's Paul Dunn, volunteers for you down here, and so I like to give him quite a hard time. But he absolutely is a blessing to our church at Fork Sticks River. But I know folks like Paul that just have the ability to want to love on folks.
Yeah.
It's kind of what you need, and get the opportunity to step in and kind of fill a need that you have.
We are so thankful for Paul. He stays 2 nights a week.
Yeah.
And we don't pay him anything. He just stays for free, and he says he loves it.
Oh, he does. He
And
really likes it.
Everybody loves him because he's such a great personality, and he's kind-hearted.
Well, we'll cut that part out of here. We'll cut that part out of here. We don't want him to see that. So going forward, Lynn, what's kind of your vision now going forward? What would you like to see eventually it kind of develop into as you go forward?
Well, we have several things on the burner right now. We're working on our parking lot, which is a big deal for us. We've got people just on our temporary gravel lot out here, so we just need some good weather and some funding mainly. That parking lot's going to be about a $50,000
It's a big deal
addition. So
I did some math.
Yep.
I did some math and calculated that if everyone could pitch in $5.
There you
so
go.
This is a Garrard County shelter, and if your brother, your sister, your cousin, your neighbor, if anybody fell into hard times, this shelter would be here for them.
That's right.
Your kids 20 years from now need some help. We hope the shelter is here. So if everybody pitches in $5, you can go to Facebook. It's pinned up at the top. You can donate your $5. Nothing more. Don't do